What's up, everybody? Gibson's Lawn Service checking back in. Look, I'm about to show y'all how y'all measure out a flower bed for mulch. This is just for mulch only. Keep it simple for y'all. Last thing you want to do is show up to a client's house. Look, just show up. Oh yeah, okay. And then give them a price. They say, well, how much mulch we need? You don't want to do that. You want to look professional. Spend you the money. Get you a measuring wheel. Measuring wheel. I'll show y'all how this is done. Fairly simple, it's easy. Look, let's take this right here for instance. Let's just say, I'm gonna show y'all how the easy way. Let's just say this right here is your flower bed. You will never have a perfect square flower bed. So let's just say you come up to a property. This one flower bed go this way, and then the other flower bed go this way. So let's pretend this to this is two flower beds. This is how you measure it. I'm fixing to show y'all. Reset my wheel to 0. Another thing you want to do is find your supplier. My supplier, you need to find out how much of a scoop of mulch they give you. My nursery I use, when they sell us scoops of mulch. A half of scoop of mulch that they give me, I measure it out at about 130 square foot. So when I go get, I'm gonna be honest, I do 140. When I go get a scoop of mulch, I know that's gonna cover 140 square foot because I like to lay my mulch a little thick. I don't like to lay it thin. So I know one scoop of mulch for me covers 140 square foot. So let's measure this out and see what we get. That's 18. That's 18. We're gonna reset it. All right. 18 by 10. You always want to go the length versus the width. It's an 18 by 10, so we know that's 180 square foot. So if we was doing this one bed, I told y'all my bucket only covers 140. The bucket covers 140 square foot. You go ahead and just get, if one scoop covers 180 square foot, if one scoop covers 140 square foot, and this job is 180 square foot, go ahead and get 2 scoops of mulch. You always want to have more than not enough. This is 180 square foot. Now, like I said, you'll never run across a bed that's perfectly square. You're gonna always have a bed. So like I say, this one part, let's just say back here is the house, and let's say this by the front door, and this is by like side of the house or whatever. But let's just say this 2 beds. All right, now we got from here to here and here to here, it's 180 square foot. So we already know we need 1 scoop of mulch already. All right, and we still got 40 square foot left to cover. So let's just keep in mind we already need 1 scoop, right? Let's show you how to get this to this. We're gonna reset it. Boom. We're gonna do width, which is 18. I don't know if I said, and then length. $18 by 7. Let's do the math on 18 by 7. Hold on, y'all. 18 by 7. 126, right? And we already said that over there is 140. So 140. So we got to cover 266 square foot. Now the bucket I go by, when I get 1 scoop of mulch, it covers 140. What I said? 120. Okay. We already know the bucket I covers 266 square foot. So we're gonna do, so 1 bucket, 140 square foot. Divide that by 40. So you're gonna need right at 2 scoops. You're gonna need right at 2 scoops. I'm gonna break it down again. Hey, what? Okay, I'll break it down again. Show y'all something. So if from here to there and from there to there is 126 square foot, and from here to here to here to here is 160 square foot. What I said 100, 126, and 100 and what I said, 60 or 80, I can't even remember. 180. I'm gonna reset all this. All right, from here to here, 126 square foot. All right, from there to there, 180. So boom, that is 306 square foot. Again, from here to here, from here to here is 180, which is, if I'm not mistaken, it was 18 foot width, 10 foot long, 18 times 10, 180. I don't remember what this was, but it equaled up to the width and the length. We added up, it was 126. So we had 126 plus 180 is 306 square foot. All right, 306 square foot. When I go buy a bucket, when I go buy one scoop covers 140. So we're gonna do 140 square foot divided by this 306. You need to find out with your local mulch distributor how much one bucket covers. So my one bucket covers 140 square foot. All right, so I'm gonna need a little bit over 2 scoops. I'm gonna need a little bit over 2 scoops. So since I need a little bit over 2 scoops, just go ahead and get 3 scoops. You'd rather have too much than not enough, because you don't want to get 2 scoops. Go ahead and buy 3 scoops. I'm sorry, you don't want to buy 2 scoops in a few bags. No. Go ahead and buy the 2 scoops of mulch, and then lay it on there a little heavy. Whatever you got extra, you can put it on your wheelbarrow, keep it in your garage, or you can just take it to the dump when you got the bed out. That is how I measure out my beds. And again, you need to go buy you one of these wheels. You need to go buy one of these wheels, because that also makes you look professional. When you pull up into somebody's property, and you go measure out their beds, they see, oh man, this man out here with a wheel, he's measuring it. Look, listen to me. You don't want to just pull up and get somebody a quote with your cell phone, jump back in the truck and leave. You pull up any landscape job, you bring that wheel, a notebook, a pen, and a folder. You go in the backyard, measure it out, write it down. Even if it ain't much, they'll look at it like, man, this guy know what he's doing. So you measure it out, write it down, and then you tell them, I can email you the quote. Don't text them a quote. You're professional now. Get you something set up where you can start emailing quotes. You just tell them, okay, give me your email, give me about an hour so I can have the estimate over to you. Even if I already know, when I measured that, I already know 3 scoops of mulch, that's it. So, and then you got to look at how much is the mulch. So if you get a scoop of mulch for $70, man, I need 3 scoops, 210. Okay, how much are you charging to spread 1 scoop of mulch? And you got to go get it. Well, man, if it's $70 for a scoop, I spread it for 70, or I spread it for 50. Let's say you get the mulch for 70 a scoop, and you spread it for $50 a scoop. All right, so you know whatever that mulch costs, 3 scoops is $150. That's how much you charge in the spread. 3 scoops is $150. 70 times 3 is 210, plus your 150. That's $360 to go get the mulch and install it. $360. Man, I gotta pull weeds out. Listen, if I got to pull weeds out of a bed like this, let's say this bed is just full of weeds, right? Man, listen, if I got a bed like this full of weeds, I'm gonna spray it first to kill everything. I'm gonna come out, let's say I got this lined up to do this Saturday. I'm gonna show up Wednesday and spray all the beds. I'm gonna spray the beds. You got to charge for your spray, because you'll probably, charge for one backpack full of spray, however much that is. If you fill your whole backpack up with, I can't say charge for a backpack of spray. Let's just $50 to come and spray all of this. So you got $50 to spray everything. And then, okay, how much you want to pull the weeds? This is a one-man job. If I had to pull weeds out, first thing after I spray everything, I'm gonna come in here with my weed eater, weed eat everything down to the dirt. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my weed eater, weed eat everything down to the dirt. So now we at $50 to spray everything. Probably another $70 to come in here and weed eat everything down to the dirt. And we're gonna spray it all again. So we're already at 120. 50 to spray, 70 to weed eat, and another 50 to spray again. So we at 170. All right. What I said the mulch is gonna be 210. So now we at 380 and 150 to put it down. 480. Yeah, 480. $530 to do your job. If you want fabric, man, that's extra. If you want plants, then that's extra. So you gotta know your numbers. Like how many, like a bed like this, if I'm doing plants, I would do like 4 rows of plants. I'll put 4 rows of plants. I'll do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Variety of colors, same thing. So a job this small can easily be about 1,600. But like I say, you gotta know your numbers, because if you don't know your numbers, then you just really wasting time. But that's how I measure my mulch out. And that's not the prices I charge for mulch. My price for mulch a little bit higher. But you got to look at the labor intensity of the job, because that's hands and knees work. And then if you hire somebody, you got to pay your help. And not to mention, you running up and down the road. First, you got to come over here to spray it. That's gas. You got to come back to do the job, weed eat everything down, pull the weeds. Then you got to go get the mulch. You got to come back and install the mulch. Then you probably got to go get the plants, come back and install the plants. Like this can easily be an $1,500 to $2,000 job, easily. So you have to know your numbers. If you don't know your numbers, you really don't need to be taking on this kind of work unless you want to keep taking losses to learn. But that's how I measure my mulch beds out. Rock is totally different. Now let's say we was putting pine straw in these beds. 1 roll of pine straw should cover 100 square foot. It should. So you remember I told y'all the job was like what I said it was. 300 square foot. Yeah, 306 square foot. So a job like this, 3 rolls of pine straw I do, but I always add an extra roll of straw on the job. So you'll say 4 rolls of pine straw. Well, how much is a roll of pine straw? Man, I get the roll of pine straw, man, for $40 or $30 or $20. What you gonna charge to put each roll out? You got to look at all that. Know your numbers.